Hello and welcome back to Bramley Farm, where we build, farm and grow everything from lambs to veggies. And on today's episode we've got a special box. What's in the box? Well, I'll tell you what's in the box. It is Christmas turkeys. And on today's video we're going to talk all about turkeys, why we got them, where we got them, how we're going to look after them and what our plan for them is. So stay tuned and find out. Right, we have got 8 turkeys in total, and in this box we have 4 of them. They're in the box because I need to weigh them, which we'll do in a minute. But I'll give you a sneak peek, and if they jump out, I'm chasing turkeys. So, we've got a mix of breeds. We've got, and I'll get them out and show you when I weigh them. We've got 7 large-breasted white ones, which are the commercial type of turkeys that you'll see on your dinner plate at Christmas. And we've got a brown large-breasted turkey. We got them from DIY Farmer. They're a fantastic farm. They sell everything from poultry to piglets, goats, sheep. I think they even do some cows. Check them out on YouTube, DIY Farmer. They are incredible. So we've got 8. They're 8 weeks old. We've got them off of heat. Now turkeys can be a bit temperamental when they're chicks. They like to die for fun. We haven't got that. We've got them at 8 weeks when they can go straight out on pasture. That's how we're going to be raising them, out on pasture. They should be about 6.2 pounds at the moment, and we're planning on raising them up to the age of 16 to 24 weeks. We're probably going to go right bang in the middle of 20 weeks when we plan to put them in the freezer, and hopefully we'll be having some lovely Christmas turkey and following that journey along together. However, let's measure them. We've got our trusty lamb measuring device set up, scales on a board. What can go wrong? First of all, I've got to weigh myself, which, if any of you keep watching, I'm probably getting heavier and heavier, but that's just because I'm getting cooler and cooler. So 6.2 pounds, that's old money, that's about 2.2 kilograms. So I am coming in at a championship weight of 99.7 kg. Right, let's introduce you to the turkeys and weigh them. So this is the first breed which we have, the large white breasted turkey. This is the familiar commercial breed of turkey. Mutants, basically. They're supposed to put on weight really, really fast. Already an absolute lump. So this is the large breasted white turkey. How heavy are you, mister? 2.8 kilograms, absolutely spot on. So the large white breasted, number 1 of 7, will be now released into the pen. Be gone, large dinosaur chicken thingy. Now this breed is the large-breasted brown turkey. Can you spot the difference? If you can, good. It's supposed to be a little bit smaller than the large-breasted whites. Not quite a heritage. You've got heritage and commercial turkeys. Heritage are small, slow-growing. You keep them for a lot longer. Then you've got the commercial breeds. The whites, the mutant ones, and these are a little bit less mutanty. But this is a large-breasted brown turkey. We shall now weigh them. 2.4 kilograms, on point again. We're looking for anything over 2.2 kilograms. Release you into the wild. We have bought a mixture of sexes, so it's as hatched. So we're expecting, I can't tell right now, we're expecting 50% of boys called Toms and 50% of girls, I think, called turkeys. Hens, probably. 2.7 kilograms, spot on, happy with that one. So 2.7 kilograms, so we are on point at the moment. 3.4 kilograms. I do a close-up of the turkey's face, like a big ostrich chicken dinosaur thing. So yeah, this is a turkey face. Got some nice, should probably learn the anatomy of a turkey, to be honest. I know they've got this thing that droops down when they're relaxed. This thing, I don't know what they're called. I will research and get back to you. We're all learning together. Got a big old neck, and I could already feel the big breasts and big turkey drumsticks. That's good. I think this is our smallest one. 2, ever so slightly underweight, but not a million miles off. 3 kilograms. Blabosh. 102.7 again, so that's 3 kilograms. Fantastic. So only one slightly under. Oh, whilst I've got this big brute, I'm going to now talk to you about the differences between turkey and chicken. So I can hear you ask what's the difference between a turkey and a chicken as far as keeping them goes. So I shall inform you. First of all, turkeys, if you're getting them from day-old chicks, they're very, very temperamental. They like to die. If you can get them to a certain age of about 6 weeks, they're then quite hardy. Whereas conversely, chickens, they're pretty fragile all the way through, right? So if you're going to go that route, keep them inside, keep them in the brooder, use starter feed with some grit. Just like the ducks, just like the chickens, they have a gizzard. They need grit as well as their food, so it mushes up their food inside, because they haven't got teeth, right? So that's very important. Turkeys don't scratch your pastures, so they're a lot more delicate on the ground. However, they will forage up to 40% of their diet from the ground. So keeping them something like this, they'll be pecking around, finding some bugs, finding some dirt. As you can see over here, they explore, but they don't scratch, which is extremely helpful for the health of the pastures. Meat chickens, the big white commercial ones that look like this, they're ready in 8 weeks, whereas these are ready 16 to 24 weeks. But where a commercial chicken might come to a 2 kilogram dead weight, these we're going to be looking at 6 to 10 kilogram dead weight. So a lot bigger. If you come and have a look at the way I'm keeping them, we've got a feeder here, which I'm just giving them ad lib food, just making sure that they've got food all the time. They absolutely eat tons of food, but because these are 8 weeks, we've got them on grower pellets. Not layers pellets, not starter pellets or finisher pellets, growers pellets. It's got more protein, got more energy, it helps them grow fast, and I'm actually going to keep them on this all the way through to their graduation to freezer camp day. We've got a fresh water at all times. This is just a poultry feeder. And as far as shelter goes, I've got this. I initially intended to get pigs, but we haven't got pigs, so it's not going to be used for pigs. This is a calf raising hutch. Basically, they just need somewhere to get out of the wind and the rain. Now, turkeys do like to perch. You'll see all the time, keep turkeys, they'll end up in your trees or whatever, or you should provide them a perching system. However, these mutant commercial ones get too heavy to jump up and perch. And actually, if you've got them a perch and they jump down, they can injure their legs. And what you'll find is that they just lie on the floor anyway. It sounds sad. It is what it is, but we're giving them a fantastic environment to grow. So I've just put some straw in here, and I've got an electric poultry net around. And at night, the people that I watch on YouTube, they keep them out, they don't lock them up. Well, I'm not that confident just yet. So very simply, I've got some metal gate. You can herd them actually. So another difference between these and chickens. Chickens, they go everywhere. You can't herd them. But these you can herd nice and slowly and they'll follow one another. So at night, I've just got some ground pegs here. I put a mesh against the opening and I put let's not overcomplicate things, guys. What you have, use. I've got a hurdle, I've got a sheep hurdle. Ta-da! They stay in there. I show you what I do have in there actually, because I want them to carry on growing at nights when I'm sleeping, as well as them having as much food as possible on the outside when they're during the day. I've also got a feed bucket with the same growers pellets inside, because I'm going to put them to bed around 8 PM when it gets dark, and I'm not going to let them out until 6 o'clock, so that's a strong 10 hours, and I want them eating and growing this whole time. So I keep a little bucket in there, make sure there's not too much poo on, and this is the setup we're using. So there we have it, our new addition to Bramley Farm, our Christmas turkeys. We've got the white, big, broad-breasted variety and the brown, broad-breasted variety. We're going to be doing a comparison at Christmas of which meat we like better. Hopefully you can come along the journey and watch them grow and get table ready, shall I say, in and amongst all the other things going on here at Bramley Farm. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.